In the middle of a city that had learned to move too fast to notice small things, there lived a crow. Not the kind of crow that gets written about. Not remarkable by any standard that cities use to measure remarkable. It had one leg. The left one was gone entirely. Lost somewhere in a story no one who saw it ever knew. It had learned to balance on one, the way certain things learn to function on whatever they have left. The other birds of the city, the pigeons and sparrows, and the other crows, moved through the urban landscape with the unconscious ease of things that have everything they need to move through it. They did not mock the one-legged crow. They simply did not account for it, which is its own kind of dismissal. To be around something and simply never consider what it might be capable of. Every landing was a negotiation. Every perch required a calculation that the other birds made without thinking, and that this crow made every single time, adjusting its wing angle, its speed, the precise moment of touchdown, to compensate for the absence of what was not there. It fell sometimes. It recovered every time. Come here. And it never, not once in the months that the window cleaner who noticed it said he watched it, stopped attempting the landing. One morning in early spring, the crow began flying upward. Not in the low arcs between street-level perches it had been working for months. Upward, toward the tallest building in that part of the city. A glass and steel tower that the other birds flew past rather than toward, because there was nothing up there that birds usually needed. The wind at that height was a different animal than the wind at street level. The other birds that occasionally flew that high had two legs to grip with when the gusts hit. The crow had one, and it had already calculated, from months of practicing at lower heights, exactly how to angle a single-leg grip to hold against a force that was trying to remove it from the building entirely. It chose a ledge near the 42nd floor, a narrow architectural ridge where the building's glass face met a horizontal concrete element, creating a surface just wide enough. It brought materials, one twig at a time, each flight down to the street below to collect, each flight back up with a single twig held in its beak, made on one leg, into a wind that did not care about its situation. The window cleaners noticed first. They told their supervisor. The supervisor told someone in the building's management office. Within 2 weeks, people on the 42nd floor were gathering at the glass to watch, not because a bird was building a nest. Birds build nests. Because of the specific way this one was doing it. With one leg, at 42 stories. Without stopping, the nest grew slowly. It took 4 times longer than a nest built by a crow with 2 legs might have taken, because every adjustment and placement required its builder to solve a balance problem that 2-legged birds had never needed to solve. But it grew, day by day, in the cold upper air of a city that had not yet decided whether to root for it or simply watch it grew. A woman on the 42nd floor, a marketing analyst named Elena, who had been having the worst quarter of her professional life, watched the crow work every morning for 3 weeks. She did not record it. She did not post about it. She simply watched every morning a creature that had every reason to build its nest, low and safe and simple, choosing the highest point it could reach instead, The nest was finished on a Thursday morning in April. The crow sat in it, balanced, settled, one leg, and all the will that had carried it to that specific height, and the city spread out below it, with the indifferent vastness of cities that do not know they are being looked down on. It had built what it came to build, on one leg, at 42 stories, exactly where it had decided to build it. "Monkey, come here." Elena told a colleague later that she had spent 3 weeks watching the crow because she had been trying to talk herself out of a project she believed in, but had been told was unrealistic. It was missing a leg, she said, and it built at 42 stories. "I figured if it could find a way to do what it came to do, the least I could do was stop finding reasons not to." The crow did not know it had an audience. It did not know about Elena or the window cleaners or the people gathering at the glass. It had no awareness that its nest had become a conversation in an office building, or that a woman's professional courage had been quietly rebuilt by watching it work. It simply came to build. It built. At the height it had chosen, on the leg it had left, exactly as it had decided to.